Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here with everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the 24th episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And we know the previous episode ended kind of like the main story for now. And as you guys probably already know, we have season 2 announced for 2020. So that is awesome news, obviously. Like, we've been talking about this in the streams, though. Like, it's no surprise to us, right? It was just only a matter of time. Though I am surprised that they actually announced it before like even this episode aired, or say episode 25, or even episode like 23. If 23 ended the main story, um I'm kind of surprised with how they placed it, the announcement and all that. But we're not going to complain. We're not going to complain. I was just kind of like curious, maybe as to why it came out at that specific time, and maybe not at like the end of the series, like how they usually do it. But it's not that big of a deal, like, honestly, because we know we have more of this series coming in 2020, and it'll be here before we know it. I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, 2020, it's going to take forever, but these seasons fly by, man. Like, if you watch a lot of seasonal anime, they just fly by, like they really do. So it'll be here before we know it, but we still have two more episodes for Slime, and I really think I'm gonna like this one because even though it is an original episode or like a filler episode, there's gonna be some Shizu in here, so I'm really excited for that. And also, who I think we saw, I think you guys said his name was Diablo at the end of the previous episode. We saw him like maybe for like 30 seconds. I think he's gonna have a focus in this episode as well. So like Shizu and Diablo, at least that was like the little summary of like what these last two episodes would be, because this episode is like going to have some focus on Shizu and Diablo, and then the next episode is going to be Veldora's Diary, which a lot of you are saying you guys wanted to see adapted, and you guys think it's really cool that they're including that in here. So um yeah, I'm excited to see what we got with this episode. It obviously doesn't continue off of the previous episode, but still, I'm interested to see what we're going to have with this, and what we're going to have with Diablo, more specifically, getting more on him, because from what we saw from him in the previous episode, like about I think he said something about like having someone show him the truth of the world, and I mean, he looked like, I mean, his name's Diablo, so like, I mean, damn. But like, just looking at him, I was like, okay, this dude's probably like a god. Like, he's probably super OP or something, especially being introduced this late. So, yeah, yep. Season 2, 2020. Yep. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna get into this episode 24 of Slime. Two more to go. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna get started here in three, two, one, play. Can't complain about more Shizu, right? Can't complain about getting the announcement, obviously, for season 2, but also more Shizu. Oh shit. Some kind of like ritual or something. A summoning, maybe? Maybe this is how like Diablo was. I don't know. Yep, that is him who we saw in the previous episode. Yo, I love the voice. I didn't really notice his voice actor in the previous episode because it was like so brief, but it sounds like Reagan's voice actor. Like the one strand of red hair, like his eyes, man, like he looks like a straight, like he looks like a straight lord, like literally like a god. Jeez. The red, the red moon, the red like, oh, everything's red. Everything's red, man. Jeez. Oh, they still are gonna have the OP too. That's nice. I wasn't sure if they'd actually do that or not. Like with, I mean, so it's still kind of like, I mean, it did air normally. Because imagine if we had to wait like a little bit for like these last two episodes because they were kind of off of the main story. So it's still kind of like like being aired on TV normally and all that as the other episodes were. So Diablo doesn't he doesn't seem like much of he's no joke. That's pretty much how I should put it, I guess. So if he just got introduced in the previous episode, like he's definitely gonna have he should have a big part in season two, right? Or I would think being introduced like this late, you know, at least in terms of talking about the anime. I'm gonna miss this song, man. I'm gonna miss this series. Like I said, 2020 will be here before we know it for season two, but it's still gonna suck, you know. Black and the Mask. Defeat a demon that had been revived. Was this about Diablo? So this is next or close to Tempest, apparently. So this has to be during a time when Shizu was still, obviously, you know, alive. But I mean, this is an original episode, so it doesn't really like. I wonder how it fits in actually with the timeline of the series. But obviously, we can kind of have an idea of when this takes place. We get to see more Shizu too, man. Conqueror Flames. We might not even see Rimura in this episode. It might just like because we heard Rimura, but Rimura may just be like kind of like the narrator. As we saw, Rimura has been in a lot of situations. Those must be the two we saw at the beginning of the episode. Maybe, or maybe he's talking about other two other people. All of them, they're probably just throwing their lives away if even if they all team up. Honestly. Like now, I want to see kind of what how Shizu matches up against Diablo. Has to be like so much stronger. I'm not gonna be really surprised about that, but I still want to see like at least at this point. The demon's remains complete his resurrection. So at this point, he's maybe not even full power at this point in time. Or maybe he's not like, well, he's probably strong, but he's not like, who knows where he can get an arc demon. Does this demon have a name? Right, right. Yeah, as we've saw many times, then the whole naming thing. Hmm. Jeez. Seriously? Damn. Oh, wow. Man was cursed. Wow. Jeez. Or you could end up like him. Wow. Yeah, kind of bad. Kind of bad. Is that him right there? I think it is. Yeah, this dude's like next level, bro. He's literally like a god. Like this didn't even sense his presence. Like didn't even like. I mean, even she's just saying he's very powerful. Like that. I mean, that just says kind of a bit there, but he might try something a little goofy or funny. But are you gonna be able to cut him down? Probably not. They summoned it. So that was bullshit. Shizu, where'd you go? Ooh, Kuro. See, this is what I was talking about that I wanted to see. This is the name they were first given, but I get well. Maybe I shouldn't have known his name from the previous episode, but you guys were telling me, so we know like his name now. Man said I'll play with you for a little bit. Like he's not phased at all. Yo, it's so good to see Shizu again fighting, bro. Like, damn. Yo, they're going in on an extra episode like this? Wow. Yo. Nothing like some good old classic. Well, I guess he doesn't really have a sword, but it's kind of like sword fighting. They're claws, but damn. You could just tell he's having fun, though. Yo. Just get more fired up, literally. Man. He's just still standing there. Dude. Oh, this music they're using for oh my god, man. They're going in with this, yo, low key. I did not think for like a extra episode, or like a special, if you'd want to call it that. Like, oh, so he wasn't completely unscathed, apparently. Jeez. Oh man, his whole arm came off. I didn't even notice that. Infinite time compression. Your mask suppresses time. Wow. He's had his fun for the day. Wow. He was holding back against me. He said he was gonna have a little fun. He wasn't really worried. He wasn't lying, I guess. Then damn. She's like, thank goodness that didn't go on any longer, yo. Kuro. Kuro. That's probably what it is. That's exactly what it is, probably, like. Yeah, I think she would know more than anyone, because yeah, she's not lying. She's not bullshitting. She was the one who actually fought him. Hmm. Seems like that spot in the middle is for him. Huh. Orthos. That's what. Yeah, that was the story they were talking about earlier. And he's right here. Like, wow. Really? Talk about corrupt, right? Yeah, like she's just gonna let you do that. Like, and she's just coming off that fight with him, like with Diablo, and now like now she has to face someone like this. Jeez. He's about to like choke him out, dude. Like, his blood coming from his eyes. He's a little about to. Yo, I'll say that dude was a savage, that Orthos guy, but Diablo, man. Oh, and he cleared up the problem. Okay. The demon named Kuro Black. Huh. Wow. Deal. Deal. Man, not just in this world, but sometimes in the real world too. Sorry about the stream if it like buffered or something. Something was going on with my OBS for a little bit. Maybe Rimuru. Probably Rimuru or something. I don't know. See, this is similar to what we saw at the end of the previous episode. Like how he was like looking. Black Black would later be summoned as by Rimuru. Diablo. Damn. Wow. Wow, so the mask. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wow. That was similar though to what we saw kind of like how like he was watching, we saw Ifrit there and like Ranga and just he was kind of seeing seeing how things were like kind of going, like some of the events throughout the story. Um but it was very similar. That pretty much reminded me of the scene we had with him in the previous episode. So wow. So Rimuru named him? Well, I mean that's what they said, Diablo, but that's that's kind of crazy, is it not? Like, cause isn't he like a demon lord or something? Or I thought at least. I mean, definitely, definitely has. It seems like he has the strength of one, even more so. Like, dude's no joke. But I like Diablo. I'm kind of sold on him already. Honestly, like I wasn't like, it was kind of hard to say really too much about him in the previous episode with what we got of it, but from just the focus we had on him in this episode, man, wow, wow. Was that the spoiler at the end of the episode? Was that like something they weren't supposed to reveal until later on, or show later on, or something? Thing that connects this episode and the main story is the mask. What? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I don't know what happened like during the middle of the stream. Um, like my OBS like disconnected or something. I don't even know. That was like super weird. So sorry about that. Like it was about like halfway through something like that, maybe 13 or 14 minutes in. But this was a nice little extra episode, man. Got to see more Shizu again, so that was great. Diablo, who definitely made a nice impression on me, I would say. Um, so there was that, and I mean they went in with like the little sword fight or whatever you want to call it between Shizu and Diablo, and um, especially that was like the thing that really stood out to me in the episode. Like, but I was surprised like how they were using it was just kind of like a classic good old action piece from Slime, because we saw like a lot of nice action pieces in this series, especially with the combination of the music they've used and the sound direction and all that. So that a lot of that was on point and shown in this episode. So that was nice to see. Nice to see. So yeah, next episode we'll have Diablo's journal or diary, and that should be awesome. More Veldora. Can't really complain about Veldora having more Veldora either, because it's been a bit. It's been a bit. So I think you guys said it's something, which I guess it makes sense. Veldora's diary, maybe like his perspective or her or his kind of. It's probably going to be more comedic. I would say for the most part. I could be wrong, but I would think it's going to be more so like comedic. Maybe on the events that have been playing out, but kind of like from Veldora's perspective. Maybe I think that's what you guys actually said. The episode was going to be something along those lines, but I would imagine it's going to be more comedic. But we will see. The spoiler is the significance of removing summoning an arch demon in the first place. So they weren't supposed to reveal that or like show that pretty much until like later on, maybe. I guess. Have I saw the meme walk? Yeah, yeah, Rio. That walk from Orthos. I heard. I saw. I think I saw Ibata actually showed up on the episode to animate that. Like he wasn't supposed to do that, but he did that anyway. That's kind of crazy that he came in and did that. Just that one little part, but that was awesome. But I'm excited for what we'll have in the next episode with Valdora. I'm excited for that. So yeah, that about does it for this episode of Slime. We have the one more episode and then the OVA and then season 2. So yeah, I'll see you all next week for episode 25. I hope you all did enjoy the stream, the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.